guys, welcome back. I'm Jeffrey with Achieve Ed. Today we're going to be talking about this article from Inside Higher Ed, talking about AP exams in college admissions. So first, a little bit on the status quo. So a lot of students might not know this, but actually AP exams themselves are not used really that much in the college admissions process in terms of like admissions officers, looking at your AP scores and making an admissions decision off that, right? Obviously AP exams are great for college credit and all that stuff, but in terms of, using it as a metric in admitting a student or rejecting a student, it is not really used that much. At least right now. Now, this article from Inside Higher Ed basically says that we should be using AP exams in college admissions. And it brings up a really relevant point, I think, because I talked about this pretty recently about how College Board decided to get rid of the SAT subject test completely. And I touched briefly upon how it was kind of confusing that there were subject tests and then there were also AP exams that were like about the same topics as the subject test. And that's what this article actually talks about. Now, with the subject tests gone, this article says that we should actually use AP exams in place of the subject tests, meaning that AP exams would no longer just be for college credit, but that they would actually be used in the admissions process. Now, it gives a few points for this. We're going to go over each of these, as well as my thoughts. So first, the author responds to an objection right up front saying that, okay, some people might say that the AP exams are not available everywhere. They're not being taken at all schools, around the world. So it might be difficult for some students to take AP exams if their school does not even offer them. Now, the response to this is that he thinks College Board should make the AP exams something that you can easily take online from anywhere around the world, that you don't actually have to go to a testing center to take it. And the proof of this is that he said the AP exams last year and this year, by the way, are also online. So it's clearly possible for AP exams to be done online effectively. So he thinks that, okay, if we could do it online for the pandemic, why not extend that out further and, make AP exams more accessible to all. So that's his first point. And the second point is really interesting that I want to, talk a little bit about, which is that he thinks that the AP test scale should be amended from a 1 to 5 scale, which is what it is currently, to a 1 to 10 scale. So that means the max score that you could get in on the AP exam under this new system would not be 5, it would be 10. And like I said, I want to talk a little bit about this because I think this benefits some people, but it would also hurt some other people. And it kind of depends on you and just your luck on whether this will benefit you or whether it'll hurt you. Let's say you got a 5 on the exam, right? You're really proud of it. That's the top score. But behind the scenes, you obviously don't know this, but behind the scenes, maybe you were literally at the borderline, right? If you got one more question wrong, you would have gotten a 4. In the eyes of an admissions officer, right, a 5 is a 5. They can't tell the difference between a low 5 and a perfect 5. So yeah, you got the perfect score. Now that's under the current system. So if we move to the 1 to 10 system, that perfect score of yours, right, that 5 would not be a 10 under the new scale. It'd probably be a 9, right? Because you were on kind of the lower end of the 5. So you would not have a perfect score. So this system, by extending out the scale from 1 to 5 to 1 to 10, would actually hurt you because you would no longer have that perfect score. However, this will also benefit some people. It'll benefit the people who were very close to getting the next score, but they just didn't, right? So let's say under the current scale, you got a 3 on the AP exam, but you were almost at a 4, right? You were a few questions off. And again, you don't know this because they don't release detailed score reports, but behind the scenes, right? You were a few questions off, but now your 3 is viewed the same as somebody who barely got a 3, maybe somebody who just jumped over the line from a 2, right? You're now viewed in the same category. Whereas with the 1 to 10 scale, what's going to happen is that that 3 of yours could maybe become a 7 instead of a 6, right? So you would get bumped up, whereas the people who barely made the cut on the 3 would maybe get a 5 or maybe get a 6 under the new scale. So again, this will benefit some people and it'll benefit some other people. Now, obviously, if you have all 5s on your AP exams, this is gonna hurt you no matter what, because the best you can do is maintain your perfect score, like maintain under the new scale all 10s, right? But you might get a couple 9s in there depending on, you know, where your 5s were in terms of like a low 5 or a high 5. Now, yeah, that's obviously gonna hurt you if you have all 5s, but for most of you that probably don't have all 5s, it's a toss-up because you never know whether you were, you know, one of the upper scores or one of the lower scores within one single number, right? You just don't know that. But yeah, that's pretty much this whole idea of amending the scale to make it from 1 to 5 to 1 to 10. Whether I think it's a good idea, again, it's only going to hurt the people who are currently getting all 5s. It's going to be a toss-up to everyone else. So the net impact is it hurts people in terms of the students, right? Maybe from the admissions officer standpoint, they like to see, you know, a bigger scale, right? But from our standpoint as students, it probably will hurt us. So I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, so that was his second point on amending the AP exams so that they're better used in college admissions. This last point that the author makes is that he thinks that the college admissions process needs more quantitative aspects, numbers, right? Your SAT score, your GPA, you know, your AP exam scores under this system, right? And then there's qualitative aspects like the extracurricular activities you've done or the awards you've gotten. It's things that you can't really put a number on, but that are still very important in your college application, right? Essays would also go in the qualitative category. So the author of this article thinks that we need more quantitative aspects of college admissions, right? That he thinks a lot of it is becoming too qualitative. It's too subjective, right? Because it's easy to say, okay, a 1600 is always better than a 1550, right, on the SAT. But it's harder to say, all right, is this award better than this award? Or is this extracurricular activity better than this extracurricular activity? Because those things are not numbers based. So it's way more subjective, way more value judgment based, right? Not the case with quantitative. It's just numbers, higher is better for the most part. So again, this author thinks that AP exams being added to the college admissions process would help. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Alright guys, this video is not over yet. I do want to talk very quickly about Emil Learning. They're a new sponsor to Achieve Ed. We're really excited to be partnering with them. Emil is a digital learning platform for high school students. They currently have many AP exam courses on there. Basically, they have a bunch of videos. You can go ahead and watch those videos to review for your AP exams, or you can just go ahead and watch them, you know, if you want to learn some content. And they're always adding new material frequently. Best part is, since we are partnering with them, you get a free trial just by signing up. You don't have to enter any payment information, nothing like that, simply your email, and you get a free trial until March 15th. And you can even extend that free trial to April 15th if you refer a friend. Basically, you go to hiemil.com, click sign up in the top right corner, and go ahead and enter basically your email address, sign in, and then make sure you guys are using promo code ACHIEVE, you know, when you are signing up, to make sure that they know we sent you. So yeah, go ahead, hiemil.com, sign up, use promo code ACHIEVE, get instant access to all of their content for free, no payment information needed or anything like that. Go ahead and do that right now. Links will be in the description down below. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys later, this time for real. Peace.